How's it going, everybody? Tank 2 Alpha here, playing another game of Magic Commander with my brother, First Avenger. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. We've been doing a few videos. I'm gonna get some more uploaded, hopefully within the next couple days. Some of them are test videos, so we kind of got some of the games we played we didn't get to finish, but we're trying to do our best. But I'm gonna let my brother tell you what he's playing with.
All right.
Don't worry, that was Demon Knight in the back farting his ass off.
I am playing Sir Gwyn, Hero of Ashval. The goal of this deck is to get knights out, pump them, and hit your opponents in the face.
So he's like a Voltron deck. And then I'm playing Obsidat, the Ghost Council. It is a black-white life gain. Get things out to gain life and also make him drain his life and hopefully get the win by an alternate win condition. So he's gonna go first. We already pre-rolled for this, so let's enjoy and have fun.
Okay, so I will start. Draw for turn. And I will play a command tower and pass.
Alright, draw for turn. So I'm gonna play a plains. I'm going to tap it to throw down my authority of the console's enchantment. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I gain a life. And then I will pass the turn. Slide this over here.
I will play a snow-covered swamp, and I will pass.
Alright, I will draw for turn. I will also play a swamp and pass.
I will play a snow-covered mountain, and then I'm going to tap 3 and play a command sphere. I can tap it to add 1 mana of any color of my commander's color identity, and I can sacrifice command sphere to draw a card, and I will pass.
Alright, draw for turn. Play plains, and then I will pass.
Top. Draw for turn. I will play snow-covered plains. I'm going to tap 3, and I will play force field, and then I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I will play a swamp. I will tap 2 to throw down my Nyx Fleece Ram, a 0/5 sheep. At the beginning of my upkeep, I gain 1 life. Pass.
I will untap. Draw. I will play a snow-covered swamp. I will tap 3 and play Herald's Horn. When Herald's Horn enters the battlefield, I'll choose a creature type. I will choose knights. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 1 colorless less to cast. And at the beginning of my upkeep, I can look at the top card of my library. If it is a creature card of the chosen type, I may reveal it and put it into my hand. So then, since it costs 1 less to cast, I'm going to tap my command tower for white, and I'll tap my command sphere for white, and I'll play Mirren Crusader. It does come in tapped, and it has double strike protection from black and from green, and is a 2/2. I'll pass.
Okay, draw. I will go ahead and throw down another plains. Then I will before everything, I did forget, but I gained a life from my upkeep. I won't forget again, I promise. But I'll tap 5 to play Regal Bloodlord. He's a 2/4 flying, and at the beginning of each end step, if I gain a life this turn, I create a 1/1 bat creature token with flying. So then I will go ahead and move to my end step, and since I did gain a life this turn, I get to create a 1/1 bat. I don't have any of those tokens, so I'll just use a bird, and then I will pass the turn.
Tap. Okay, so I'm going to tap my command tower for white, and I'm going to play land tax. At the beginning of my upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than me, I may search my library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into my hand, and then shuffle. And then I will tap 2 black and cast Phyrexian Crusader. First strike and is pro red and pro white. It's a 2/2 infect. It does come in tapped.
So I will gain a life.
And then I will pass the turn.
Well, since I did gain life at the beginning of your end step, I do create another bat. So I get 2. And then I will upkeep, and then I will gain a life. Then I will draw for turn. I will play Swamp. So I will black, white, one other. Okay, I'll tap 5, black, white, one other, to cast out Abzadat, the Ghost Council, and when he enters the battlefield, opponents lose 2 life, and I gain 2 life. So I'll gain 2 life, you lose 2 life. And then at the beginning of my end step, I may exile him and return him at the beginning to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next upkeep, and then it gains haste. It is a 5/5. So I will go ahead and move to combat, and I will swing you with 2 1/1 flying bats.
Okay. That's nothing because they're only 1/1, so I'll take 2.
Then I will move to my end step, and I did gain life, so I get to create another one. So this will be the one that's untapped. Then I will also exile him, and then pass the turn.
I will untap my upkeep. I have 2 triggers. My first one will be my Herald's Horn. I look at the top card of my library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, I can reveal it. It is not. So that'll be my draw for turn. And then my land tax will trigger. Since you control
1, 2, 3,
6
4,
lands
5,
and I only
6.
control 5, I will search for 3 basics. Let me see. Damn cool. Shuffle these babies up. Alright, any cuts?
No cuts.
So I chose a mountain, a swamp, and a plains. They will go into my hand. Right. So then I will play a plains for turn. And then let's 1, 2, 3. Tap this for 4, 5. So I'm going to tap 5. It costs 1 less to cast. And I'll bring out my commander. 5/5 with vigilance and menace, and when an equipped creature I control attacks, I draw a card. If I do, I lose a life. And equipments I control have equip knight at 0 cost. So, and it obviously does come in tapped.
And then I'll gain a life.
And then I will move to combat, and I will swing you with a 2/2 infect, pro red and pro white.
I'll block here. You'll -2 me, but I'll
Pro
also...
white.
Oh, I thought you said pro red, pro...
Pro red, pro white.
I don't know why I was thinking that.
So you'll take 2 infect.
I'll take 2 infect. Let's use this. I don't know why I was thinking I had that block.
And then I will pass the turn.
Maybe at the end step, I create another one, so I'll have 4 total. I want to tap. So I have 2 triggers, so I'll gain a life here, and then this will come back in, and you'll lose 2, and I'll gain 2. Yeah, 40 for my 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will draw for turn. So I will play a swamp. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna tap 5, and I'm gonna play Elspeth Conquers Death. It's Enchantment Saga. It's first and will trigger, and I'll exile target permanent an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. I'll go ahead and choose this.
Okay. So I'll choose, so just put it back in the command zone. And I will put this on it.
Then I will move to combat, and I will swing you for 4 1/1s and 5.
Okay. I will block here, and it's pro black. So, and then I'll take 4 damage.
Then I will move to my end step, and I will exile him. I also will get to create 1 more bird, or bat, which will be the untapped one. This don't have any negatives because it didn't get to block, and then I will pass the turn.
So I will untap. Again, I'll have 2 triggers. My first will be Herald's Horn. I will reveal it. It is Kingsbill Cavalier, and I will put it into my hand. I will choose not to trigger a land tax, and I will draw for turn. And I forgot to untap my creature.
I was there the other day. Got it on video.
So
Twice.
I will tap.
My first time playing, and then my second time.
I'll tap 1 for Soul Ring. And play a land for turn. I'll play a mountain.
Excuse me.
Cost 1 colorless to cast. So we'll tap. One. I'll tap my Soul Ring for 2. And I will play Kinsville Cavalier as a 2/2, and night creatures I control have double strike. And it comes in tapped.
I'll gain a life.
So this with 5 up, technically 6. And then I will pass the turn since I.
At the beginning of the end step, I'll create another one because I did gain a life, which will be 6 black bats. Then I will upkeep, which will have him come in, and then you'll lose 2, and I'll gain 2. Then I will draw for turn, and this will trigger its second lure, which non-creature spells your opponents cast cost 2 more colorless to cast until my next turn. So non-creature spells. Then I will play land for turn. So I will go ahead and tap 8 to tap out. The first is to play my enchantment, Righteous Cause. Whenever a creature attacks, I gain 1 life. The second, or the last 3, is for my Bloodthirsty Aerialist. It's a 2/3 flying. Whenever I gain life, put a ++ counter on Bloodthirsty Aerialist. So I will go ahead and move to combat, and I will swing this at you flying. It's a 2. Then I have 6. I'll swing 4 at you.
So 6 total.
So 2 and then 4, 5, 6. So that means I will have 2 untapped and 4 tapped. So that's 6 life total when a creature attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's actually when a creature attacks you.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it says whenever a creature attacks you gain
5. Yeah, I'm
1,
sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right.
That was my bad.
We're good. Says whenever you gain life, put a ++ counter on it. So I gain 6 triggers because I gain 1 life for each attack. So it is a 8, 9. And then this will, I will go to my end step, and I will go ahead and exile that, and then I will pass the turn.
So my Herald Horn will trigger my upkeep. It is a knight. I will reveal it. Bullen, the Wandering Knight, goes into my hand. And then I will draw for turn. And again, I chose not to do land tax. I will play a Snow-Covered Plains. And then I will...
Remember, non-creature spells cost 2 more colorless until my next turn.
I will move to combat, and I'm going to swing Phyrexian Crusader, and he does have double strike now, so that'll be 4 insect, or not insect, 4 infect.
I'll block here with 2. They're blackbirds. You don't have pro black.
So it'll kill those 2, and then you'll take 2 infect.
No, it doesn't do that.
Oh yeah, because I don't have trap.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll move to my second main phase.
And since you did attack, I gain a life, and this gains a trigger.
What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's up? 6. And I will Wrath of God. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. So I'll destroy these. And then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tap my command tower for white and play Bolin, Wandering Knight. 3/3, and he has first strike, and he has double strike as long as he has 2 or more equipment attached to it. And then I will pass. Oh yeah, it comes untapped. I'm sorry.
You're fine. So we'll untap. This will trigger and come in, and you lose 2. I gain 2. I will draw. In the last ability, return target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gets a ++ counter. So I will choose my Bloodthirsty Aerialist, and it also gets a ++ counter put on it. And then this goes away. So I will play a Swamp. Then I will, since this entered, I can't attack with it, but I will swing you for 5.
Okay. I will tap my command sphere and trigger my force field. So I'll lose 1.
Remember, you've already got 3 damage, I think, from him, or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not irrelevant at this moment, but so I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I did swing, I also gain a life before I do anything else, and this does get another counter. So I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beacon of Mortality. I'll double target player's life total, which I'll double mine, and then shuffle it into its owner's library. So what do I go to?
You go to like 128.
And that doesn't trigger any life gain. But I will move to my end step, and I will exile this, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. So I will untap. And then I'll trigger Hell Torn. It is a knight, Paladin of Prov, so this will go to my hand. And then I will trigger my land tax. Yeah.
How many lands do you have?
I have 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I do have one more than you.
I have 8 and you have 9. You have 9.
I do.
So I will do planes. A mountain. And if I can find it, I'll just do that. Okay. So I got to really start playing with this deck more to get these sleeves shuffled.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking to myself the other day with my Nekazar deck. I've only played with it 4 times.
Yeah, because they are stiff. Any cuts?
Knuckles.
So I did a swamp, a mountain, and a plains. They will go to my hand, and then I will draw for turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I'll play a swamp for turn. 9. So that's 9. I will so I'll tap my Soul Ring for 2. I'll tap my Command Sphere for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 total. And I will play Darksteel Forge. Artifacts I control have indestructible. And then I will pass the turn.
And on my upkeep, this will come in. You'll lose 2. I'll gain 2. This will get a trigger. I'll draw for turn. Then I will move to combat and swing you for 5. And then I'll gain a life, and this will get a trigger.
I'll tap 1 mana to trigger Force Field, so I'll take 1 damage.
Then I will move to my end step, exile this, and pass the turn.
Okay, so tap, and then my Herald Horn will trigger. It is not a knight, so it goes to my hand for my draw. And I'll choose not to trigger land decks.
No, I don't have more lands than you.
So
I think you actually have more than me now.
I'll play a swamp for turn. Oof, can't do that. I will do this.
Get a little light here. They're trying to force them big old bullets out.
I'm gonna tap my Soul Ring for 2, my Command Sphere for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Which will leave me 6. More. So I'll tap 7, and I will play Achroma's Memorial. Creatures I control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and they are pro black and pro red. Okay. Alright. So then I could do that though. I will tap 6. Then I'll move to combat and first strike. Don't say anything about double strike.
No, it's just first strike.
I'll move to combat and I'll swing here for 3, and really puts a dent to that 131.
It's just first strike, right?
That's first strike, pro black, pro red.
How's it pro black, pro red?
From my Achroma's Memorial.
So you hit me with 3?
Yeah. Creatures I control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and they are pro black, pro red.
Okay. So I'll take 3.
I attacked.
Oh yeah,
So
you
you do
gain a
gain.
life. And then I get a trigger. Thank you for reminding me.
Then I will pass.
On my upkeep, this will come back in. You'll lose 2. I'll gain 2. And this will get a trigger and go to 6. Then I will draw for turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually a new card I put in here. I'm going to 7 to peer into the abyss. I'm going to choose you. Draw cards equal to half the number of cards in your library and lose half your life rounded up each time.
Okay.
So you for sure lost.
No, I didn't.
Half your cards and you lose life equal to half your cards.
Half your cards rounded up.
It's each time you play the card because it's a standard card, but I only do it in one time.
What are you talking
So
about? That's
you-
a standard card.
Meaning you can have more than one in the deck.
Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library. So I draw half my library.
And lose your life.
And it loses life, and it loses half their life rounded up each time.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I'm going to go to 1 and just keep rounding it up to 1.
Yeah, okay. So do that real quick. Apologize.
I got to see what I got.
Well, you do half of them, so I don't know what half is. And the reason I said you lose is because you can only block 1 damage, and I'll swing you for 2, and you'll definitely at least take 1. New card I put in there. Never thought I'd be able to play it, to be honest with you.